Wind is the breath of the land. This is a precious gift bestowed by nature upon all living things. It brings sand, then carries it away. Perhaps life here began with just a single grain of sand carried on the wind. This is not a story of conquering nature, but a tale of seeking balance. Here in China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, life in all its forms coexists harmoniously, and every breath of wind gently echoes among them. Taklamakan is China's largest desert. It is dotted with oases of various sizes, surviving in narrow spaces shaped by wind and sheltered by sand. These drifting dunes create a landscape that is forever in motion. This shifting 340,000 square kilometer desert has forced people of the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region to retreat, adapt, and repeat, time and time again. Ali Mamtamin, a sand chaser and a research fellow at the Institute of Desert Meteorology. His life is spent tracking sandstorms. Each major event tests the resilience of Xinjiang's fragile ecosystem. A sandstorm feels close, but is far from its peak.
现在的这个沙尘天气比刚才稍微弱了一点。
知道了，大家注意安全。因为这次是一个系统性的一个电气系统。
This station in the heart of the Taklamakan is the world's only meteorological facility located at the center of a desert.
来看一下这个，你看昨天的这个下午7点钟开始，看晚上沙尘暴来了以后。
Ali Mamtamin will use the equipment here to face the sandstorm head-on and obtain first-hand data.
雷达不动的这个我们的业务。对，就是全世界同一时间。
这是沙尘暴哪时候来？
报的是傍晚。
With everything and everyone ready, all that's left to do is wait for the sandstorm. Deep in the Taklamakan, this is an ideal location to study desert climate change.
世界上唯一深入沙漠腹地200公里以上的一个站点，整个撒哈拉也没有，这个非洲也没有这种情况，美国也没有这种站点。
Missteps always happen quietly. At 2 a.m., the much anticipated super sandstorm passed by completely unnoticed. Ali Mamtamin missed the chance to witness and record dramatic data shifts in real time. He hopes measurements have been recorded accurately. Tracking the movement of each grain of sand helps form the scientific foundation necessary for combating sandstorms.
昨天晚上大呀！你看昨天2点多，但是它高度不高。
得1万多呗。
你们测出来是多少？28微米，超过20以上的还是比较小。天哪！时间长也是3.8了。好高啊！每立方4000多微克，这可以，很好，真的抓的数据很完美，这样成功了，走吧。
Sandstorms are not only natural spectacles, they're also natural threats.
考的时候比这个要严重多，比这个严重多，感觉反正是 白天突然变成了黑夜一样那种感觉，黑压压的一片。
Ali Mamtimin was born in Minfeng County, the desert's edge, though he has never been an outsider in this sandy realm.
因为我是受害者之一，但是停了以后，一大堆土要往外倒，妈妈就烦死了，刚扫完地又来了，是这种，知道吗？我就在那长大，查找到底这个东西怎么去发展的。
The efforts of this sand chaser may not seem like much, but each precise data point provides scientific support for Xinjiang's ongoing desert ecological management, ultimately helping to improve desert environments. Ali Mamtimin's elusive sandstorm has now moved from the desert's heart to Yutian County on the edge of the Taklamakan. Jia Peng has also devoted his career to the desert.
我在沙漠里和老百姓干了17年，我们一定要知道老百姓对土地的热爱。
Lying on the southern edge of the Taklamakan, 66.2% of Yutian County is covered by desert. The 530-kilometer Korea River runs through this oasis, only to be consumed entirely by the sands. Oasis and desert, life and desolation.
然后这会儿这个被沙漠掩没了。
The boundary between the two is never quite fixed.
3年以后嘛，沙子就没有这个地方了。
Instead, they're engaged in a constant yet silent tug of war.
塔克拉玛干沙漠最厉害处是它随时就能再移动。我们治沙最大的意义是我们那个老百姓赖以生存的绿洲保留下来。它沙漠往前走，我们挡住，挡住，挡住，挡住。
Are the sands forcing humans to retreat, or are the trees forcing the sands back? Today, Xinjiang's feats are unprecedented.
1960 yillar yillar endi buran chiqsa endi u chog'da mada o'rmon nima bo'lmaganki mushu qumlar ashunga yo'tkilab mang'atdicha.
现在刮风的我们就不像以前那样那么大了。
In 2023, focusing on the goal of closing the loop in desert edge locking projects, Xinjiang launched a major campaign to halt the advances of Taklamakan Desert along its edges.
现在好多了。
The goal is to wrap this vast desert with a green scarf, blocking sources of dust storms and the path of wind-blown sand. Taking on the world's second largest shifting desert, which moves over 100 meters each year, is as hard as chasing shadows across its sands.
就我们这个为什么要锁边？为什么要把这个塔克拉玛干沙漠锁住？开放锁着，一点呗，哎。干了10几年了，我种地，我是对工资的农民。哎，比谁看啥的吗？对，没有，我们这些种的是那个文冠果，中间套种中药材，让它产生效益，有人持续在管。那边种的酸枣，这边种的文冠果，这一条路，老百姓没有收入。 他的治沙的动力就没有了。
Jia Peng understands that to exist in the desert long term, a practical approach is essential.
我们趟出一条路，让治沙的群众少走弯路。
From passively relying on rivers to form protective oases to actively extracting economic value from the desert, the wisdom of survival here is complex. Today, the Taklamakan Desert is even reshaping the world's perception of itself. Locking the Taklamakan Desert reflects both a stubborn determination and poetry in motion, as tenacious desert roses sustain ambitious dreams amid these vast sands.
我的名字日子巴克，我叫吴国人，老婆一个儿子，两个丫头。
Sağlam dostlar, hem tatlıyan arkadaşlar, Kenan da hazır böyle bir programı kumluk olan için uçup getiriyor. Kasken sıkıma kap kegen onu tutan diye uçup gettim ki.
Kileriyle resmi işletti.
Onku aksımda bir araç ne yapıp ikip iyi bir çok katkandı sağ.
O mintençi.
Leaving the oasis and heading out into the vast desert might seem to be a path doomed for failure. Roses are a traditional cash crop here. The Baki family have 13,000 square meters of rose fields, part of the Taklamakan Desert Edge Locking Project, 20 kilometers from the village. However, nobody can be certain of the flower's success. Roses can take 2 years to yield a harvest. This year, their job is simply to sprout, blossom, and survive.
那个都是吃脚，那个活的，那个花活活的出来了。
In such a harsh natural environment, individual efforts are not always enough.
我没想过这个地方种那个花。
Although Riz finds it hard to believe in miracles, roses in this sandy soil appear to be growing with determination. For thousands of years, it has almost always been the sands forcing humans away. Can a large-scale edge-locking project truly change that? Can roses really bloom miraculously on the edge of this formidable desert? In June, the wheat in Riz's fields has ripened.
이모디 이젠 500고째 무티 셔레라. 아르시모디 메고하마 세벤도 무티 셔레나.
所有的店都是划地到村的，先保障老百姓，难干的或者引入它给政府和企业留下。
3 months after this edge-locking project closed the loop, the real test begins.
对，这条玫瑰大道，
Adapting to local conditions means planning around local water resources.
包地到户，确权到人。
Confirming land use rights for households ensures people can take root at the forefront of desert control. Sun, drought, and sandstorms, such extreme conditions make these roses all the more remarkable. Though the first year's rose harvest was not quite abundant, it still brought a touch of sweetness to Riz and his wife. To enjoy the good and endure the bad. That is the essence of the desert rose, just as it is with the couple's love, inseparably bound through it all. Rizbaki's bold dreams for the future are firmly grounded in reality. In Kirka Yartown, with its fragile ecosystem on the outskirts of the Taklamakan Desert, a marvel has taken shape. For the people of Aksu, their battle against the elements began here in the Kirka Yar area. In April 1986, a team arrived in the region, marking the start of this desert greening project.
所以说当时在科科雅植树几乎等于不可能。
As a young technician, Tian Bao Yuan took part in this unforgettable earth-changing project.
不后悔，种树我这因为黑桃我搞成功了，这不是年轻的时候照片嘛？那个时候我20多岁嘛，我们栽的树啊，我们种的开的地呀，我们搞的那些建设呀，感觉心里面还是很高兴的。
打电话啥事啊？
你在哪儿啊？
干啥？
哎呀，这个啥，一会儿再说。
那我。
这不是我小儿子嘛？这个就是他小的时候是嘛听话，跟老子长大了妈的工作了过后不听，小的时候听话。哦哟，那看的那效果大得很嘛！那个以前那个啥，一到春天，那个刮起风来，遮天蔽日，一天都看不见不得，一家伙就过来了，一过来了过后，许多快点，一家伙我们爬的地呀。 那根本睁不开眼睛不讲。然后，如果你的腿，如果你正在浇水的话，裤腿子拿起来的，那个石头打的这个腿上，都打麻了。哎呦，那个风沙来了呢，戈壁滩多的地方都没有，一棵树都没有一棵。那个时候一来了过后，什么都看不见。
Just like Tian Bao Yuan, his younger son remains stubbornly rooted in the Kirka Yar area, pursuing his own green dreams.
这个啥高看一下。喂。
你们要过来吗？你们啥时候过来？
等一下，不早。过来再跟你说嘛。
过来是啥意思吗？
哎呀，看一看嘛。他没热气，他没精力，他一天读书啊，或者都在外面，他根本他不理解不到这些。
Every generation has its own ambitions, and Tian Qingchuan longs to live his own life. His admiration for his father and the memory of endless yellow sands are already growing distant.
就结果了。这不是今年这把切掉，空位置的它拔过来，那都现在你看多少？
Once plagued by raging sandstorms and barren soil, this land now flourishes with green leaves and fragrant orchards. Though Tian Bao Yuan is an expert with great achievements, his son doesn't quite idolize him.
我对我爸，咋说呢，敬畏吧。他根本就不知道我得了国家什么奖，他就不知道哦。就是有些脾气上面合不来，因为从小到大可能接触的也少吧。
他干事业的时候，人家我那娃娃还小，都在外面。我们儿子回来的时候，他都快退休了，都60岁了，快到60岁。对，顾不上。
Focused on planting trees, Tian Baoyuan neglected his family, and he now carries that guilt.
哎，所以说，对他们还是一种亏欠。
Tian Baoyuan's regret is fleeting, though. His thoughts soon return to those passionate, fiery years.
这个荆棘林这个树，我们种黑桃，它同样有治沙防沙，对不对？防风固沙一样的。有经济效益才能持久。对对，就是把防风固沙和经济和这个啥把。
Though father and son see things differently, at least their feelings toward Kirkaya align. In 1986, Aksu's people decided to transform its harsh natural environment, beginning in Kirkaya. The memory of trees forcing sands to retreat still runs deep for those who lived through the devastation of sandstorms.
没有林大一亩绿，再到连片绿的林立迁，在1986年，这里还是一片绿的公园。现在的绿化面积是往北延伸，已经把树种到了天山脚下。这是我们阿克苏地区实施的第一个100万亩荒漠绿化工程，一年当中会持续100天左右，天天吃土。 月月埋下了阿克苏各族群众苦不堪言。当时灾害频发，
都像这样的拖拉机都很少见，都是个手扶拖拉机。星期六上半天，中午就从这走回去。那时候，这也是在回。大梅雨来了，刮风就是那样子。
在2020年，我们第4个100万亩荒漠绿化工程的种植任务已全面完成，又规划启动了阿克苏地区的第5个100万亩荒漠绿化工程。
那时候太辛苦了，骑个摩托车，早上出去，晚上才回来。哎呀。
Once unwilling to listen to his father's stories of days gone by, Tian Qingchuan now understands the significant effort of older generations. From Kirkaya's battle against the desert to a natural recovery, supported by human efforts, the shift toward ecological civilization exemplifies a harmonious coexistence of humans and nature.
我跟你讲，这原来过后这些个地方都是人都进不来。那个啥北洋、张子松、专田洋、北拉，
但我认识不到那么多。
荷花池，开心，这个啥一鸭子多得很。
The ideals of life create an ideal life. Tian Baoyuan's hard work is now evident across Xinjiang's constantly changing land.
我也喜欢种树，种更多的树，树多了，风沙也少了。哎，我这个小儿子讲得很，跟上我们一样。
The land of Xinjiang bears witness to the achievements of ecological civilization. Everything is possible, and all forms of life coexist. The Tarim River, whose basin encompasses southern Xinjiang's 9 major water systems and 144 rivers, flows like an unbridled horse running free. Fed by glacial meltwater from the Pamir Plateau, Tian Shan Mountains and Quenlwen Mountains, the Tarim River traverses parched deserts, nourishing its basin. Sometimes flourishing, sometimes fading, always shifting, this is China's largest inland river. The untamed Tarim River has long faced cutoffs and diversions. Due to climate change and human activity, its lower reaches went nearly 30 years without much water, starting in the 1970s. Is a river without water still a river? Could this mean the river's death and the loss of the oases it sustains?
是吧？
黄羊，还有狐狸，还有那个有时间嘛狼也有，包括野生动物、森林法。
就得把他妈这个绕了。
In the 1970s, due to the diversion of the Tarim River, Yingsu village was relocated to Ruoqiang County, abandoning its former site completely. While people can migrate to find greener pastures elsewhere, a river cannot. Its fragile ecosystem, pushed to the brink, urgently needs attention.
Yeah. 再做一个吧。
pH 是1.59，盐是1.19，不够。
不够，1点多。
The recovery of groundwater levels signals that the ecosystem is on the mend. Since its founding in 1990, the Tarim River Basin Authority has released ecological water downstream 26 times, restoring the surrounding green corridor. Zhang Guangpeng's team has been studying the reproductive secrets of the populus Euphratica. Having endured centuries of drastic environmental change, this resilient poplar species still holds many secrets.
那就挖这个吧。养个娃娃可以和虎羊一起生长。这个大概是1年的。我们是要做一个长期定位的一个跟踪。 虎羊是2种繁殖方式，根蘖繁殖，另外一种呢就是这个种子萌发。它几个在一起，它肯定也有竞争嘛。通过这种断根，它萌发出来的这个根蘖苗。这株虎羊幼株基本上可以判定它为实生苗，河水通过漫溢过程萌芽，然后生长。像这样的话，成簇的会有一定的这个倾斜度。 所以说，我们一般认为它是这个是根蘖的一个根蘖的方式繁殖出来的，就是妈妈来带的，然后它是靠根系，它们是和这个母猪是互联的，对，吃母乳和吃奶粉的区别。植物的智慧通过上亿年对环境的这种适应发展出来的，其实相对来说这种很少见，但分布也很有特点。一般这个就是在顶部分布，中下的位置会分布多一些。 这个一般就是它的叶冠的一个树冠的底部。
Populus Euphratica can grow leaves resembling those of both willow and poplar trees. The secret to this lies in adapting to survive.
这就是它的这个选择方式。我们这个目的还是服务于这个虎羊的这个恢复和保护。
Efforts on the Tarim River are already paying off.
71，这说明我们真的把它当小孩对待，照顾得很好。
按一簇一簇的数是101个。
科学统计，全世界有1半以上的虎羊是分布在塔河流域的。
This poplar species may not be quite as magical as legends claim, but their inextricable relationship with the Tarim River is vital to the area's ecological balance.
塔河，虎羊，和我们是息息相关的，唇齿相依的。
For poplar seedlings, August floods are critical as they determine whether or not they will have a chance to grow.
水流正常，没有可疑的。
The August flood season inevitably brings safety concerns for the Dashi Haizi reservoir.
这个大坝的主体，我们要进行一个简单的一个巡查，保证它这个不出现这个管涌，包括一个渗漏。
The incoming flood could be fierce.
信号是正常的。 汛期将至。
During summer, distant glacier meltwater swells into floods. As an ecological dam, the Dashi Haizi reservoir carries a heavy responsibility for controlled delivery of environmental water downstream to Taitama Lake. One of the Tarim River's tributaries, the Kaidu River, is already swelling with the flood's untamed force.
上游来水115个，好的，收到。
可以实现对那个枢纽的一个远程控制。开渡河3号泄洪闸提升20公分，一进就可以了。
收拾好，我现在提。
Every drop of water flows into the Tarim River, joining its endless current. The river's waters arrive on schedule. The Dashi Haizi reservoir carries out its 26th ecological release, sending water rushing toward the Tarim's ultimate destination, Taitama Lake. From a dehydrated basin to a thriving habitat for thousands of returning birds, the rebirth of the Tarim River is breathtaking to behold. Once isolated, now reconnected, chaos becomes order as a reconciliation between humans and nature takes shape. The transformation of the Tarim River is a shining chapter in ecological civilization's odyssey. It's April. A snowstorm has hit the semi-wild Przewalski's horse range. This brings with it trouble for Ntemahan Ajanhan. He must make a big decision today.
This is包穴。 是我们的野马，就是长途的运输，大概有个2500公里的距离。路上有雪的话，那就尽量不撞。
没想到我那个这么个天气。
轻型高速，这个地方有点堵。
上次出门的时候，我们俩还轻轻的。这边个，我这边好，有的温度高。
为啥要走这边装嘛？进去要开的话，直接走进去。开始往里走，好吧？辛苦一下你们啊，这次。好了吧？注意安全啊！好了，好了就放上去。检查一下车。
This is a tough call to make. The animals being relocated to Helan Mountains in Ningxia Hui Autonomous Region are extraordinary. The Przewalski's horse, the last truly wild horse on Earth, was once considered to be extinct in the wild. the legendary species is like a living fossil.
装那个，他的马在，马在这个刚才已经装到地上了，所以他一块装到一块。
Transported 2,000 kilometers, this is the year's first cross-province release of Przewalski's horses. At the foothills of Herlan Mountains, 6 carefully selected stallions and 12 mares are expected to repopulate the region.
马运到宁夏河南省国家自然保护区，还给大自然，让它过得快乐，知道吧？因为那加油的时候，再减少一点，一直走，中间地铁，包括白天晚上都走。走了。
Known to chase horizons, these wild horses will never return to this land. This is both a farewell and a new beginning.
Okay. 有些年曾可以遇到那个雪灾啊什么之类的，冬天的野马还有野生动物救护都要有。
Even in midsummer, winter reserves are already being prepared. Chiyomushibai is the largest of 12 protection stations across Kalamaili Nature Reserve.
这个是我们那个快到那个地水圈那一块，那个3个坑那个水源地那一块，这个就是我们保护区。这个头这个样子的这个药都是基本大部分都是那个赶苍蝇。那个时候从小在农村长大的，我们房子也养过家马嘛，基本上家马野马的好大部分那个行为都是相同的嘛。到夏天就是咬到就是咬头赶苍蝇。
This patrol sets out in the morning before the heat really sets in.
今天这个时间长了以后，还是跟这个野马有感情了。
The hottest season is coming, and its challenges are pressing. How will newborn foals survive the intense summer heat?
危险了，这个得要关注呢，这个。
后面是好像是5个大马，2个小马。
2个母的，1个公的。好的。度8米，宽度4米。
对，高度按65算吧。
但是这是我们的那个人工水源地，然后到7月份、8月份那个天气热的时候，这个里面要补水呢，拉水车把水拉过来再是补水，往上行。
Within the area managed by Meng Kan, there are 12 natural and 17 artificial water sources. He rushes back and forth across the space.
一直到9月份，我们要统计增加的那个小麻雀多少。
Each water source represents life or death for these Przewalski's horses.
他这电耗的快不快？
肯定这个前一阵子换了，肯定没电了。这个
你够不够啊？把车子开过来。
是不是狼吗？这个，那个。
Thanks to Xinjiang's strict ecological protection measures, the Przewalski's horses can enjoy their freedom.
有一部分那个小麻雀啊，就是它那个母马把它咬死了，不是故意把它伤害它。出生以后这个体质特别弱嘛，弱了以后跟不上，把它摇晃，把它真想把它带上走，结果带把自己的孩子带死了。把野生动物都是那个样子。
Every newborn foal is precious. Though losses in the wild are unavoidable, Meng Kan feels regretful. To save this endangered species, China launched the Przewalski's horse reintroduction program in 1985, returning them to the vast Kalamaili steppe. Today, China's wild Przewalski's horse population surpasses 900. They fully embrace their freedom, galloping as if their ancestors never left this land. Xinjiang boasts breathtaking biodiversity, maintained through a delicate balance in which countless species play crucial roles. Of course, this balance is occasionally thrown off. In May, locusts hatch from the soil, searching for anything to eat. The Forestry and Grassland Bureau of Huocheng County begins a full survey to assess the scale and species of this year's locusts. The grasslands of Yili Kazakh Autonomous Prefecture may be harboring a crisis. All things are interdependent. Life and death coexist. Locusts might be a disaster for humans, but they're an important food source for rosy starlings. While feeding their young, these starlings unintentionally help us humans. Without intent, somewhat inadvertently, these birds receive gratitude. Unbeknownst to them, locals go to great lengths to keep them around. The rosy starling's roost is less than 200 meters from herder Bilik's home. In fact, it's built right here on his pasture. With a swollen eye from a bee sting, Bilik enjoys tending to his sheep. He even tolerates the noise of the starlings. Nourishment is the top priority for rosy starlings, because once chicks hatch, they will have no time to simply enjoy their food. Fate is unpredictable. Predators lurk nearby, and danger is all around. Here, a mother rosy starling's journey came to an end. Such incidents occur every day. With death so near, life must go on. A chick can eat 120 to 170 locusts per day. Over a period of 2 to 3 weeks, total consumption far exceeds its own body weight. It's a daunting task, yet every bite shapes the future. Locals proudly safeguard this magnificent balancing act, ensuring Xinjiang's land continues to offer its full support. Across Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, sand and water coexist as icy mountains meet scorching deserts. This landscape represents nature at its most extreme, an untamed paradise brimming with life. From the sands forcing human retreat to coexistence, from the devastation of dried-up rivers to the rejuvenation of flowing waters, this is an ecological transformation spanning decades. The people here share the land's breath and destiny in every way possible. Time moves forward. Faith endures. Xinjiang is revitalized with